LocalBozo.com is pleased to be here with comedian Don Jamieson. Don, thank you so much for joining us today, man.
This is awesome. Thank you for. I haven't been in a situation like this since I went down on Lexington Steel.
Don, your new album, your first album, okay, Live and Hilarious.
Tribute to Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous. I'm on the front cover, like Phil Lynott, one of my idols, and that's what it is. It's a tribute, you know, / parody to the band Thin Lizzy. It's one of my favorite bands of all time. Criminally underrated in America. But no, I wanted to do a nice tie-in with the metal community and with the comedy. Make a cover, make packaging that was cool, but not just that people in the metal world will like, that people anywhere will like. Same as the content. The material's not just for metal people, it's for everybody. It's hardcore stand-up comedy. If you like shows like, you know, 2.5 Men or Yes Dear or Glee, you're not gonna like this fucking album.
Tell me how it was to film it live at Bar A.
I wanted to keep the rock and roll connection going with the comedy. So I did it in a place where they have rock bands all the time. We've done comedy at Bar A before, but mainly it's a place to, like, guys like you to go, throw some roofies in a chick's drink, see a cover band, and get laid, you know, and avoid the law. But I was like, this is the perfect place for my kind of comedy. A bunch of degenerates in a rock bar and telling dirty jokes.
Tell me about how Gunfire-N-Sodomy came about and just what the band does and what the band's mission is.
Well, Gunfire-N-Sodomy is me and two of my buddies that were producers of a show that I hosted years ago on a channel that doesn't even exist anymore. But super talented guys, and we always talked about doing some crazy punk, death metal, G.G. Allin kind of band. And years later we reconnected, and we're it's just crazy. Like, it's acoustic death metal. Like, if you unplug death metal, that's us. And it is what it is. I mean, some people think it's metal. Some people think it's performance art. Some people think the head of Metal Blade said we're the death metal, acoustic death metal, Tenacious D. So, but whatever we are, you've seen the show.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. Like, everyone leaves remembering what happened, because there's blood, there's sweat, blood is thrown, beer is thrown. It's ridiculous.
Right on. You are one of the co-hosts of VH1 Classics, That Metal Show.
Yep.
How did you hook up with Eddie Trunk? I know Jim Florentine is an old buddy of yours, but how did you hook up with Eddie Trunk and form that show?
Well, I hooked up with Eddie at Bar A when I put a roofie in his drink. He's adorable. I mean, in person, you don't know what the sex appeal is over the top. No, you know, me and Jim were fans of Eddie's, of his radio show, and we would go do comedy gigs. We'd drive out to the middle of Pennsylvania for these crazy comedy gigs. You know, we would make like $50 on a Saturday night, and all we cared about was driving home and getting in range to get his radio show in New York. Like, oh cool, now we can listen to Eddie, and he would talk about like Saxon for 20 minutes, and we'd be like, we got to meet this guy, you know, because he's like us, you know.
Don, thank you very much. Check out Don Jamieson's new album, his first album, Live and Hilarious, recorded at Bar A in New Jersey. Check him out on VH1 Classics, That Metal Show, and check out Gunfire-N-Sodomy. Don Jamieson, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Hey, I'm Don Jamieson from That Metal Show on VH1 Classic, and you are checking out the loudest, girthiest website on earth, LocalBozo.com.